Alright, what's going on, visionaries? I hope you guys are having a great day. If you guys are not, I hope this video makes your day just a little bit better. So come and join our adventure. But today we are actually just sitting, I'm right here at my computer, but it is coming up close to the 1-year anniversary of me and Paul meeting up. And I thought it would be a great video to sort of critique, show, and talk about everything that actually went on during the giveaway last year that I won with Paul Thigpen, Paul Cuffaro, and David Bell. So I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna be reviewing my editing and just my video of what actually happened, because I recently looked at it and it's pretty hilarious. But that's what we're gonna be going over, and I'll give you a little insight maybe at the end or during the middle. But let's go head into it. So we can just search up Fishvisions, Paul Cuffaro. I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen. Okay, so here are a few videos. Yeah, I followed Paul Cuffaro's viral videos. I said every Paul Cuffaro video title. He shared that on his story, which is why that got so many views. But this is the only video so far. It has almost 400 views. It's my quote-unquote channel trailer. But let's go into it. 10 months ago. So let's go. Alright, so now we're at the beginning. This was my old intro. I've gone through a lot of like intros, you know, as you begin to make more videos, you have your own sort of intro style. And I have one now, and probably in a few months it'll change because of, you know, social media changes, so you want to keep up. But this is what it was. So you have the date, and then you have the glitch, and then you have the video title, or what the video's about. So this is just a bunch of B-roll, which is, you know, just non-audio shots that kind of explain how I get to where I am further in the video. Alright, so here, a few seconds is going to be where I talk. So I'm probably going to go through most of the intro, and I'll talk about different things that go on as they happen. What's going on, visionaries? Welcome back to another video. So today, I know we just started, but currently David Bell is filming this, so shout out, bro, and thank you so much. We are actually in Georgia. Oh, you can see my mom trying to slip through the back. Won Paul Cuffaro's giveaway. So let's introduce the man.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm Paul. I'm just kidding. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Paul Thigpen, get over here.
Come on.
All right. So, brother, pleasure. So glad to have you.
Thigpen and I threw a giveaway. I know my hair.
So nothing cringy has happened so far, because when I was editing this was, I think, probably the day after, or the night of when the whole giveaway stopped. So that's like, let me see. So I was editing this on, I couldn't bring any of our like good computers that we have at home, because my dad, of course, you know, it was just me and my mom. We didn't want to, well, I wanted to bring one, but we didn't want to ruin any like the good computers we had. So I brought a MacBook Air, and I was editing on like 2010, 2013 MacBook Air, and I was editing on hotel Wi-Fi, and I was probably up to like 2 a.m. editing this, I think, because everything was just so slow in editing, because it's, yeah. So here we go.
Hair's messed. You don't have to tell me.
We've been having too much fun, really. Let's be honest.
Literally, it's been.
So that's one thing I could have done. I kept in the part where Paul's like, I mean, it's not that bad. There's worse things that have happened. But he's like, yeah, you can do a pop zoom on my hair. And I thought, okay, you know, be real, be authentic, and let's just add that in, which it wasn't too bad. I kind of did the pop zoom on his hair in the beginning, not right then. Could have gone worse. Something even weirder could have happened, so let's go.
So much fun. This is actually after the fact. We've already had the whole like 3 days experience. How'd you like it, by the way?
It was insane, guys. So yeah, this is literally at the very end. We took some photos with Paul Thigpen's family and our family, and David and Paul. So this is literally like 20 minutes later after this, Paul and David left. So just letting you know.
He's gonna roll this footage in just a little bit. I want to thank every one of you for tuning into his channel, for watching.
Yes.
But the chances are that we picked someone so great, and that your mom is so great as well. It was just like,
dude,
awesome.
Hottie rocks,
I'm
man.
glad.
Hottie rocks, man.
I'm glad we picked this winner for sure.
Yeah.
So there's many of you out there that would have loved to win this. We're gonna do more in the future.
Absolutely.
But it was a blast. Fishing, what did we, football on the beach.
Football.
The caster
Bait
blaster.
caster, yeah.
Burnouts and hot rods.
Hot rods.
Crazy.
Hey, the next giveaway, let's do New York?
Something
Let's
like
go
a flight and a plane to New York or something.
Yes,
Something like that.
Something
Niagara
crazy.
Falls family.
Exactly.
Keep
And then that
multiplying.
person will be in our group. Anyway, he won the giveaway, so that's why he's here today. And what are you most excited? What did? It's already over. I forgot that you were editing this. What did you have the most fun doing before you roll the footage?
Before, most fun thing, it was probably fishing, catching all the fish. And we just finished a sick football game, so
Yeah,
we don't have
that was
footage
fun.
of that, but hey,
We did a lot of stuff off camera.
We took the dub.
We did.
Alright, so during this part, Paul says, okay, never mind, I forgot that you were editing this. So along this time right now to the end of this, like the end of the part of the outro of the intro, if that makes any sense, the end of the intro, which this kind of is, I didn't know if Paul meant like, I don't know if he thought that we had already gone into the video by this point, and this is going to be like the end of the video outro, like I was going to cut it, and, or if he still thought this was a whole thing, I don't know. I probably should have edited that out. To be honest, I've thought about re-editing this video a few times, but I'm like, frick it, you know, just keep it, and, but it is what it is. You know, some things are confusing in editing. I just wanted to get this video out for you guys last year, but let's keep going.
All three of us.
Hey, we definitely took the dub.
We took a fat. Anyway, dude, nice to meet you.
Yep.
I hope you, what do you call them?
Visionaries.
Visionaries. Enjoy the video.
So that was a pretty real part. I didn't know whether to be like, have him cut and just be like visionaries, like he already knew, or to keep it. I think I did fine just keeping it, but let's keep going.
Video, and yeah, much love. See y'all.
Peace out.
So just a little part up now. This is the first big thing we did, which was we went about 20 miles offshore in Paul Thigpen's boat. I think they got even even bigger boat since then, but we went off on their boat and we caught sea bass. I think that's what it was. Some sea bass. I could be wrong. But we went off about probably 20 miles offshore, so it was a pretty long boat ride. And so this is all like the B-roll, and I'll give some editing critiques of myself in a second, but let's just watch this. This is heading up to, we're just about to go fishing. So you can see like right there, I added some like manual effects to where like I made the whole screen like flip and then it went to a next clip. Some of those are completely not necessary. I think by this time I was using a lot of speed ramps, so you would see like one part it speed up for like 0.2 seconds and then like slow down again. You know, probably would have been better. Now that I see, you know, it just doesn't flow that good when you have like the whole like thing spin. Just creating, what I've learned is that creating effects with your own camera, like while you're filming it, as in like, I don't know how to say it, but creating your own effects like while you're filming it, if that makes any sense, is better than adding manual transitions in editing. That's what I've learned. That effect, if you don't know, is called masking. So you know how that yellow thing like cut, and then there was like this boat clip like kind of behind it. That's called masking. So there was like that. It's like not real life. Never mind. We'll keep going. So I re-edited my B-roll for this footage, and I posted a video on it on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at Fishvisions, where I post a bunch of dope content. But by the way, I'm just saying, if you guys literally don't follow me on Instagram, you really should, because there's so much more stuff there. Like early, so there's like I post community posts here. I let you guys know when videos are coming out or if I'm taking a break. But there's so much more on Instagram. You should just follow me there. But in this shot, there was what was it? A seagull flying, and I don't think I realized that while I was editing. Otherwise, I would have put like a slow-mo like bird flap, like I did in my Instagram video when I re-edited this recently. But just letting you know. then right there was one of those more manual transitions where I made the whole screen kind of hit, and then the next clip was like, you know, there. Alright, that was a fun piece because I remember we were on the boat with Paul and we're just chilling, you know, not really talking to each other because I was like, that whole trip I was not insanely, but I was very shy to talk. Well, because, you know, like I've never met, but at that time I had never actually hung out with a influencer that is like actually big on a platform. So that was just one thing. But I remember Paul, he's like, hey dude, get this. So he's like, yeah, whoosh. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I got it. Sick. And there were actually a few funny parts where this salt water, we were in the back with my mom sitting on these beanbag chairs, and the salt water was like flying in our face, you know, because we were kind of in the back, you know, bouncing on the waves. It wasn't too wavy that day. I mean, it wasn't like perfect, but it wasn't terrible at all. I got some water in my mouth and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty salty. It's like, I'm like, yeah, that's salty, and like Paul made a little laugh. So I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. There's, I think it's Brent White. He's that other guy that helped us rig all this up. So thank you, Brent. Alright, so I have some more to say about this clip, but let me just play it real quick. So as you can see, we were actually using 8-ounce sinkers and probably like a foot and a half leader. And side thing from this, we were catching, I think, yeah, that's probably like a little sea bass. We caught a lot. Paul Thigpen's younger daughter, Sarah, got a lot of them. She caught like 20 or 30, something like that. Or actually maybe we caught, I don't know, we caught a lot. We were using like live bait, some squid, some dead bait fish. But one part is, since you're bumping on these waves, because you can see, if you see in the video, there's some waves, they're not terrible because you're in the ocean. They could have been really bad, but they weren't too bad. So I actually ended up, I was trying to hook my bait, but the boat's going up and down, and you have an 8-ounce sinker on your line going up and down, so your hook moves a lot. So the hook slipped because the 8-ounce sinker is pulling that down, because I was just in the boat holding it, and it went into my hand. Thankfully, I don't even remember. I was panicking. I didn't even know if there was a barb on it. I didn't know if I had gone past the barb, but Paul helped me and we got it figured out. You know, it was a circle hook, so, you know, different hooking. So I just undid it and we were fine. So here I got the pliers, and it wasn't in season, so it was kind of, I think it was like partially illegal to like kill it or even keep it, touch it. But that was a red snapper, so I caught a small red snapper, and it was cool. No, I don't think anyone else caught a red snapper, but yeah.
So we got red snapper on here, first one. We're gonna have to let it go.
Good job, baby.
With Paul.
All right, so here's, you know, as you can see, the little explanation. So bringing things, camera equipment on an airplane can be pretty confusing, and I didn't, when we went fishing, I had my camera bag, but at that time, like until I had got my GoPro out, because I brought my GoPro, but until I had like got it out, I realized that my chest mount and all the little screws that I needed to put it on my chest were in my mom's bag, because all this stuff was mainly on my carry-on. My carry-on was my camera bag, so I didn't want to bring screws because they could have said, no, that's a weapon, and it wasn't like a pointed tip. It was a flat-ended screw, but still. So bunch of that stuff was in my mom's bag back at the hotel. So I didn't even, basically I was stuck with a GoPro, just a GoPro. Everyone else was fishing, so you know, I couldn't have had like anyone else like David or something like film it. David wasn't there. So basically I didn't, because Paul was like, hey, did you bring a GoPro? I'm like, yeah. But we caught so many fish, so if I actually had it, like my chest mount and my good casing for it, it would have been so much better. But I had got some footage, so I hope you guys at least enjoyed that. So right now we're about halfway into it.
Guys, these are all the fish we got today. We got about, what would I say, about 8 sea bass. We got 1 red snapper, but we weren't allowed to keep that. So we're gonna quickly take a picture of all of our fish, cut them, and then we're gonna head back.
Peace, my friends. Peace.
Okay guys, we got the little head of a sea bass. Let's see if anyone wants it.
So right there we had like, you know, like the skin of the fish and the head, so we went out. I think Paul filmed a TikTok for it also, but all the, I don't know if you call they're not seals, but I actually don't know what type that is. But you can basically just feed them all the bait. They stay there like by the area where you clean your fish, because they'll just throw the heads and skin off into the water, and the birds will eat it. So that's kind of what we were just doing there.
Right here. Barely.
Okay guys, it's our last day. They're about to pick us up soon, but we went over across the hotel to the beach.
Here it is. This is actually over there. That was a boat.
So yeah, that was actually a boat. I'm gonna say this now, but that was actually a big boat that tipped over, but it had tens and hundreds of like cars on it. So yeah. And there's some B-roll at the beach. I think I'm at Paul Thigpen's house by now. So here's a weird transition, but eventually Paul Thigpen has this big, I think I showed the name, I think is it a Nova? No, he has an Impala, like an old like 1960, I think Chevy Impala is what it is. And he has it like souped up. He has like 700-800 horsepower on it. He has some big, like huge subs in like the back for music. And eventually, like, I think something not really went wrong, but maybe something happened. So we actually had to let Paul Cuffaro and David Bell have Paul Thigpen's wife pick us up because there was too much weight in the car or something like that. So like something wasn't working. So not that at this point, it's just soon it will be just me and Paul Thigpen, and we're just driving, talking, yeah.
2,000 years later.
This right here.
All right, so now we're setting up the bait caster blaster, which is bait. Well, Paul will explain it later, Paul Thigpen, but it basically shoots out a chunk of frozen bait, like in the shape of a bullet with a big lead, and shoots it out like 200-300 yards. You have your hook attached to it. You open your bail or your rod, so you basically can go on shore and get 200-300 yards out. But yeah.
This is a good example of a redneck with a paycheck.
Redneck with paycheck. Dude,
Sandblaster, cake blaster.
sandblaster. Wait, sandblaster bait caster.
There you go.
You got me messed up. Check that bullet out, bro. Put the lead on the end. You take your fish and go in here, and you got it on the hook. Around it is chum. So I take chum and blend it up and freeze the chum. So when it'll defrost in about 3 minutes, and you got chum around your bait.
That's so epic.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool.
Let's go. We're gonna launch this sucker like 300 yards with this thing.
Ooh.
Yes, we are.
going on, guys? We're out here. We got David, we got Paul, and we also got Paul Cuffaro out there. We're here with the Baitcaster Blaster. We're about to shoot this thing 300 yards. Let's get it.
How you launch this thing is off with compressed air, and the more pressure that you put on it, the further it sends. You gotta have a tight sleeve here, because if it's real small, the air is gonna blow around it. But as long as you have the perfect fit, it makes it tight. She's gone, baby. Don't hesitate. Fast, fast.
3, 2. All right, so at this point, I set up the camera on the tripod. We moved this thing a little bit, but everything's ready. I'm gonna push it, and I think, what is it, like the CO2 in the big canister. We'll shoot it at 200-300 yards. And as you can see, Paul is right here, and what he's actually filming is a TikTok. And this TikTok that he posted, I don't think I'll be able to find it, but you guys can probably look it up, or you might have seen it on Paul's page before. If you go down far enough, you can see it on Paul's TikTok. But what he has is, he's basically shows it me, he's like 3, 2, 1, and then go. And then he shows that, and then I push it, and it shoots out. And that TikTok got like millions of views and like hundreds of thousands of likes. So it went viral. But here we go.
1. Oh my god!
It's still going, bro. It's still going. It's still going.
Yo, that was so sick. Behind the scenes TikTok, dude.
Let's go. Spooled up. Now it's like less than halfway. No.
It almost spun it off.
Almost spun it all out.
Yep. It's just sick, dude.
How far do you think that went out?
We got a little headwind, so we probably did 225 yards, somewhere in there.
It's like still full. No, it's halfway. No, it's almost gone.
Yeah.
This thing is crazy, guys.
2 football fields.
See ya.
Ready, bro? See you, brother. See you soon. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So this is basically an outro, just me thanking them. But I wanted to do this just because it's almost the 1 year of me meeting Paul, and actually later at the end of this year, I think it's actually going to be like exactly New Year time. I am going to be in Florida, and we're going to be in Orlando dropping off my brother, because if everything with COVID, you know, stays the same or gets better, he'll be going to college then. And then me and my mom will be driving down a few hours, hopefully, to see Paul Cuffaro, and we're going to hang out for a day or two. Finatic might come out, and I'm definitely, when I'm there, going to be trying to meet up with Ryan Escurdo. We talked, we had a phone call, and we're definitely going to be trying to meet up there, trying to get a fishing video or 2 out. But we want to collab also, so a bunch of stuff coming in when we go to Florida. I'm probably going to try to at least film like 6 videos at Paul's house in like 2 days. So that's like insane. But let me know, do you guys have any ideas when I go meet Paul? Maybe we'll do a thing. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'll actually be able to, let's see, I might do it like that. Let me think, actually. Basically, I had a plan of FaceTiming fans with Paul Cuffaro, filming that. Definitely going to be filming his animals, so leave some video ideas that I can do down some fishing with Ryan Escurdo, Ryan is Fishing, and Paul Cuffaro. I'll read today's positive comment, actually. So today's positive comment shout-out goes to Twitch Venom. Love the pool pond, can't wait for you to put fish in it. Neither can I. The pool pond should actually be done. Oh, I thought that scared me. I'm like, oh, the video, it's just an ad played. But the pool pond is actually pretty much done cycling now. So whenever I go out, catch an 18-inch striped bass, it's gonna be time for pool pond stuff. So thank you all so much for watching. Peace, love, positivity, find your vision, and follow it. Again, verse of the day, right here. I like to share my faith with you guys, and this is an easy way where I can do it. I put a Bible verse up on the screen each video, and I change it each week. So thank you all so much for watching. Peace, love, positivity, find your vision, and follow it. Be a visionary today and subscribe. Here's the visionary hoodie. Go cop that. Top link down in the description below. I think I have hoodies out. But I will see you guys next video.